I actually told this story before a long time ago when I was constantly doing Snapchat, like doing stuff. But I feel like now I should be able to tell the story on my YouTube channel since I'm trying to put out content, do a story time about how I was a side chick, you know? So hopefully I don't say this person's name. I'm gonna call him Joe. Hopefully I don't say a real name. All right, let me get to it. So a long time ago, like when I was probably like 20 or 22 or 21, I moved out of my parents' house. I got my first apartment. And, you know, being that I was young, I worked at like, girl, Dollar General, right? And also, this is the time when MySpace was big before, you know, Instagram and Facebook was as popular as it was now. So it was MySpace. So I moved out. I needed furniture. So my parents was like, go get furniture from Renaissance. You know, you can pay by the week when you get paid because, you know, it's kind of hard because, like I said, I was working at Dollar General and I wasn't making that much. So, you know, I wanted to be able to have money still and pay rent and all this. So, okay, I got furniture from Renaissance, right? So I'm going to go up a little bit more of the story. So after that, I went and got furniture from Renaissance. And then I don't know if some of y'all know, when you have a Renaissance account, they put people over your account. So when Joe got hired there, Joe was over my account. And being that I used to come in all the time to make my payments, they told me that they would have somebody to come pick up my payments. Hence of how me and Joe met. So like I said, Joe was over my account and he used to come pick up my payments. But one time Joe forgot to pick up my payment. So I was mad because I had to go there and I was late for work. So I told the person that was there that took the payment, oh, tell Joe I'm mad because, you know, he didn't come get my payment. I had to come up here and now I'm late for work. And they said, okay. So I'm at work, right? And I get a phone call on my cell phone from Renaissance. And I'm like, why the hell they calling me? I already made my payment. So I was like, I answered the phone and I was like, hello. And he was like, yeah, I heard you had something you want to say to me. And I was like, what? Who is this? He was like, Joe from Renaissance. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was mad at you because you didn't come pick up my payment. He was like, well, my bad. I'm sorry I didn't come pick up your payment. It's because we was busy and I had something to do. But, you know, I won't make that mistake again. I'm like, okay, you better not. So then that was that. Then like 2 minutes later, after we hung up from the phone, because he called me from the job phone, he called me from his cell phone and I answered and I was like, hello? He was like, yeah, I hope you don't mind. This is Joe. I got your number from out the Renaissance thing. And being me, I'm single. I ain't really care. I was like, yeah, I ain't mind or whatever. So, you know, fast forward. We was talking, you know, I would see him, hence not paying attention, not thinking. Every time I would see Joe, it would only be when he was working. It would never be like when he's off or nothing like that. Like he might text me and stuff, but you know, I'm not thinking nothing of it because I'm working and I'm thinking, you know, yeah, I'm talking to this person and all that. So remind you, Joe used to come to my house. He used to come to my parents' house, all that. My mama baked him a cake and everything. You know, I tried to persuade that it was me because I couldn't really bake. But mama baked him a cake and all that, just, you know, he just coming around, this and that. But it never dawned on me that this nigga, I only saw him when he was working, never outside of work. And then I remember one time I made the mistake. I was like, he was supposed to come see me. And he didn't come and I waited up and everything and he didn't come. And so I was like, what the hell? So I called him and I noticed he didn't answer. So I called back again. And then it's like when he picked up the phone that time, he was like, yeah, you called me? Like, what's up? Like, I'm like, why you acting like that? He was like, oh no, nothing. I'm about to, you know, take a shower and stuff and give my baby, because he told me, like when we first met, that he did have a baby. So I was like, okay, what about the baby mom? You have a girlfriend, y'all not together? He was like, no, we not together. I know I'm all over the place with this story, but I'm giving y'all the backstory. He was like, nah, we not together, none of that. She don't really like to watch my daughter because she like to hit the clubs and all this type of stuff. Like, I'm always taking care of my daughter, and that he lived with his aunt. That's what he told me, y'all, that he lived with his aunt. So I'm like, oh, okay, he got to deal with his baby. Being young and naive, I'm believing everything he said. Remind you, I was either 21, 22 at the time. He was 28. So, you know, he was more advanced than me. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So, okay, so I hung up. We're gonna skip to Valentine's Day, y'all. When I tell y'all, I ain't never felt like a fool a day in my life, and that's probably why I hate Valentine's, because of this nigga. So it was Valentine's Day, y'all. I went all out for this man. Y'all, I bought a bear, some candy, everything that he liked, and had in this big ass bag, and a balloon. And I'm like, he texted me on Valentine's Day and everything, and I was like, okay. He was like, he didn't tell me that he wasn't working that day or whatever. So y'all, I felt like a fool. It was Valentine's Day. I had to make it to work, so I said I'm gonna leave early so I can go stop and give him this gift. You know, we can exchange gifts, because that was what we were supposed to do. Yeah, I get to this nigga job. I'm holding up a big ass bag, balloons, and I was like, they looking at me when I walked in there. They was like, yeah. I was like, is Joe here? And they was like, they started looking at me like all funny, like, what the hell? And I'm like, why they looking at me like this? Like, everybody know we talk. Well, at least a couple people know we talk. And I was like, yeah. They was like, he didn't say he was off today. And I'm looking at them like, no. Yeah. I felt like a fool. So I was like, okay, well, can I leave this here for him, because I gotta go? And they was like, yeah. So this is crazy. So after I leave there, right, one of them at the job must have called him and was like, yeah, you know, Felicia came up in here looking for you or whatever. And so he hit me like 5 minutes later after I left there. And I was like, hello? He was like, what? You came up to the job? I was like, yeah. And he was like, what did they say? I was like, they didn't say nothing. Like, what? Like, what's up? He was like, I said, you said you was working, they were supposed to change up. Oh, I had to take my baby to the doctor. It's what this nigga told me. I had to take my baby to the doctor. I'm like, oh, okay, is your baby okay, you know, and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, she just got a cold, but we still here, you know, I'm still here. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, but I'm gonna see, we're gonna exchange gifts and this and that. All right. I said, oh, okay. So I hung up. Didn't think about it, went to work. You know, I was a little pissed because it's Valentine's Day. You know, I bought this nigga something and I ain't getting nothing in return. Okay, skipped. After that, like, he called me. So after that, right, couple of months later, because after Valentine's Day, he did come to my job, like, not that day, but like the next following week. He came to my job. He brought me some candy and stuff like that, and some flowers and all that. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry about Valentine's Day. And I'm like, okay. Skipped after that. Okay, so I'm at home, right? So I'll never forget, it was like 3:37, right? And I remember, I don't know if some of y'all might be young and some of y'all might be the same age as me. That's how y'all know I'm telling my age. I had a T-Mobile phone, and I don't know if y'all remember, in a T-Mobile phone, you used to have like 5 people in your favorites that can call you, that can get through, like if you put your phone on, I think like what, on a do not disturb, but it's like 5 people that be in your favorites or whatever. I forgot what it was called. So I remember it's 3:37 at night. I'm dead asleep. Ring, 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 my phone ring. I answer, and it was a girl on the phone like, Sting. I was like, hello? Mind you, I'm tired, I'm dead asleep, so I just hung up. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is, and they screaming. Then I lay back down. I got back up and I was like, wait a minute. That was Joe's phone. Number popped up. But that was a bitch on the other end. So I woke up like, wait a minute, let me call it back. So I'm in my little 5 thing that I told you about. Ring, 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 ring. Sting. I was like, yeah. So she was like, how do you know Joe? And I'm trying to figure out why there is pictures of you in Joe's phone. And I went through his phone and I just want to know what's going on. I figured out the code to his phone because I knew something was going on with him. And I'm just trying to figure out, who are you? I said, that's my man. And she go, well, did he tell you that he had a wife? Did he tell you that he has a child? Did he tell you that we live together and that we got married on Valentine's Day? I said, first of all, that is my man. He didn't tell me about he had no girlfriend or no wife. But Joe did tell me that he had a kid. And so she was like, lying ass nigga. So she was going through his phone while they was in bed together, because all of a sudden, like, while she was telling me, she was like, I can't believe this, that he did this to me. I can't believe this, that he did this to me. And then she said something like, again. So when I could tell that he was, you know, when you sleep and you turn over and you be like, oh, what you doing? She was like, I was dying. So I said, tell Joe that we are through, and I see y'all got some shit y'all need to handle, but don't call me no more. So I hung up, click. And then she kept calling and calling, y'all. She called me at least about, no lie, 68 times. I didn't answer the phone. So fast forward to the next day, I text my best friend. I remember after it happened, my best friend Patricia, if you're watching, hey girl, I had text my best friend Patricia and was like, girl, when you wake up for work or whatever, call me, because I just found out Joe is married. When I tell you my homegirl called me the morning she woke up, she like, bitch, what? I say, girl, Joe is married. His wife called me this morning at 3:37. She said, bullshit, no lie. I said, girl, Joe is married. Wife told me they got married on Valentine's Day, all that. Hence, I looked stupid when I went up there to get his ass to give. Hence to why I didn't see him. Hence to why he was so curious that time when I called him at his home. So after that happened, I'm on the phone with my friend, because she was on the phone with me all day. She was my support system and all that. And I told my mom was like, lying ass nigga, all that type of stuff. So I had called my friend. We got on the phone. Like I said, she called me. We was on the phone that whole day because I was feeling bad. And plus I was off. I was upset. I was sad. But at the end of the day, how I looked at it was, I should have been asking more questions. But like I said, that's a life lesson for me. So the next day, right, I'm on the phone with my friend, and his wife just kept calling me. And like, I'm like, my friend was like, dang, who keep calling you? I'm like, girl, this is Joe's wife. She keep calling, and then I ain't answer. So then she had like text me, and she was like, I don't want to fuss with you. I don't want to argue with you. I just want to know like what was going on, and like, can you please, you know, talk to me? So I read the text messages of what she sent to me to my friend, and she was like, well, technically you don't owe the bitch nothing, because at the end of the day, that's her husband. She needs to deal with that. You didn't know nothing about this, but if you want to have a conversation with her, you can. But me personally, I wouldn't. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I really don't owe her nothing. And my mama here said the same thing. But I was like, I just want to hear what she have to say. You know, if she want to know something, I'm just gonna tell her. So my friend was like, then do that, but put me on three-way, because when that bitch get out of line, I'm gonna tell you to hang up. So I called her back, and she was like, yeah, I just want to talk to you. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna tell her what I want to know. And I did apologize. I said, I'm so sorry, because I did feel bad. And she was like, so like, how long y'all been talking? I say, it's been like maybe over a, you know, like probably a couple of months, maybe closer to a year. And then she was like, did y'all, you know? I was like, yeah, you know, we did. And then she was like, well, he told me that you came on to him and that he was trying to put you down with one of his friends or his brother or somebody, but you didn't want them, you wanted him. And I said, girl, no, that's not true. I didn't come on to him. He came on to me. He took my number out of the computer of the furniture. And then she said that Negro tried to tell her that, oh, she just somebody I had to chase around. That's the only reason why I had her number in my phone. Nigga, what? Then she said, he said, yeah, I ain't want his friend. I was just some girl that wanted him. Nigga, please, look at me. No. So I told her that's not true. I said, he told me that you was a deadbeat mama, that you didn't, like, you like to hit the clubs, and that he lived it with his auntie and stuff. And she was like, do you have proof of that? Like, I said, yeah, it's in my phone. So she was like, can you send it to me? So baby, I was sending her everything, all the stuff that she wanted to know. And as I was sending her that, I guess she was sending him that, because he was texting her and calling her all day and telling her, I'm not messing with that girl no more. And she was like, he just texted me saying, I'm not messing with that girl no more. And I'm just like, whatever. Sorry, y'all, my baby woke up. Give me 1 second. After that, like when he was texting her, I'm messing with that girl no more. And she was like, have he ever took you to so-and-so? And I'm just like, no. And then she was like, have he ever picked you up and brought you home for work? And I was like, yeah. She was like, was it I said it was like in she was like, can you describe the car to me? Like, bitch, your man cheated. Like, I understand what she doing, but I was like, yeah, it was like a 10 car. She was like, oh, bitch, been in my car. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call you a bitch, but I say it's understandable. I understand, you know, I'm not really too much like trying to go there with her, because at the end of the day, we both got played. But I understand she was his wife and he still was talking to me. Even though after they got married, he was still trying to talk to me. He was still talking to me. So I kind of got where she was coming from. So I was trying to be like, not be like, bitch, you need to control your man. Like, I wasn't trying to be on none of that, because that's not the type of person I am. So I was just like, you know, yeah, you know, just explain to her, like, yeah, they, you know, yeah, I've been in your car or whatever. I didn't know it was your car and stuff like that. So then after that, I forgot what happened. Somehow the phone got disconnected, or I think I hung up, because my friend was like, hang up, girl, she don't know it. So then a week later, y'all, like I said, this was MySpace was in. This bitch sent me a friend request on MySpace, and I wasn't gonna accept it, but I just wanted to see. My friend was like, just see so you can go on her page. But technically, I know why she sent the friend request, because she wanted to see that I had pictures of her man on my page, which I didn't. And plus, I want to be noticed, so I feel like we both want to see what was going on. So I went on her page and I saw their pictures and stuff like that, and that they've been together for a long time. And I think me and her were like around the same age, because he was older than her as well. So after I got my looking and digging and stuff like that, I think we was friends for like maybe, I want to say 2 days I was on her page, looking and lurking and, you know, looking through their pictures or whatever, and seeing how long they've been together. And I said, damn, they've been together for a long time. So after that, I had like unfriended her, which, you know, I didn't think it was a problem. I know the bitch was watching that hard. So tell me why the hoe got mad, y'all, that I unfriended her, and then she sent me a DM on MySpace saying, what you mad for? You mad you deleted me? And I'm saying to myself, bitch, why do you even care so much? So I'm like, girl, I said, you're a weirdo, and why would you get mad at the side chick for deleting you? Why would you want to be friends with the side chick? You think you're trying to make me jealous? Bitch, no ma'am. So she started, I remember y'all on MySpace, a lot of y'all, I remember y'all used to make little statuses on your thing, like on your little wall thing that you can, that people that your friends could see. So she used to make statuses about me, saying all this. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this bitch making statuses about me. My friend was like, you need to check this shit. You need to check that bitch. You need to put her in her place. So I'm like, bitch, why are you so concerned about me trying to call me dumb? Yeah, bitch, I might have been dumb, but you the dumb one, bitch, because you married his trifling cheating ass. Girl, she had pissed me off because she was coming for me, and I was like, oh, baby, I'm for this thing. I'm Betty and Allen daughter. I said, you the dumb one. You married his cheating trifling ass, not me. Bitch, he made the vows from you and God, not me. I ain't do that. Okay, so you coming from the wrong bitch. And I said, while you was at home rocking that baby, bitch, that's I was rocking your man. Then I said, why you at home being why you at home being a housewife, your man in the streets being a full-time hoe? That bitch got mad, y'all. She gonna text me, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna pull up, because I had posted a picture of me at Dollar General, like, when I guess when she went through my page. I'm gonna come and pull up at Dollar General, and I'm gonna beat your ass. I say, bitch, let me tell you something. Beat my ass, you could never. Because ain't no bitch gonna beat my ass. That's for one. I'm not gonna stand there and let you beat my ass, bitch. We're gonna be tussling. We're gonna be fighting. And bitch, if I work in that Dollar General, you come out there, I'm gonna hit your ass in one of these Kimball's canned soup, okay? Period. So we going back and forth. And my older brother was like, he need to chill out. Like, he need to control his bitch. So my mama had saw all that stuff. And so my mama was like, told him, called him at the job and said, look, I ain't trying to get in there with y'all guys, but this is my daughter, and I don't play by my daughter. Let me say one thing about my mom and my dad, okay? My dad is from Oakland, California, and my mom is from Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. My mama do not play. Mama say, you better, if you love your wife, you better tell your wife to leave my daughter alone. And my friend was like, and why that bitch think she gonna be getting out the car with some bitches trying to jump you? I'm gonna be getting out the car with some niggas that like to beat up bitches. So after all that happened, y'all, remind you why this is going on. This man is still trying to talk to me, talking about I should have been told you I didn't want to let you go because I was falling for you. Nigga, please. So yeah, so after all that, like I said, after all that drama happened, that was pretty much it. You know, that was it on how I was a side chick, and he was still trying to talk to me, like I said, afterwards. And then, girl, like, yeah, after that happened, like, all that drama happened, he had sent me a picture of him. And so I sent it back to her and said, does this belong to you? To my man don't want you. Yeah, because she was like, oh, my man don't want you. You still stuck on him. I say, really? Then I saw a picture. Oh, your man just sent this to me. So, do this belong to you? And that bitch was mad, and she had blocked me on MySpace. So with all of that happened, right? He still was trying to talk to me. Like I said, he still trying to talk to me. And he recently tried to talk to me like maybe 2 months ago. And I just didn't even respond to him. And he had the nerve to send his number. Baby, don't nobody want you. Don't nobody want you. Period. Yes. But yeah, y'all, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video, how I was a side chick. And I hope you guys take to this lesson. I always ask questions, and that's what I do now, because back then I didn't ask questions, and that's probably why I got played so much. But ask questions. Don't believe everything these trifling ass niggas will tell you, because they are liars. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the time I was a side chick and I didn't know, and how the bitch tried to fight me, but she never pulled up. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. That's gonna be it for this video, dolls. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time, and I might do some more of these if you guys like that. So with that being said, why am I talking like I can't talk? With that being said, I will see you beauties in the next one. You guys enjoy your weekend, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Mwah. Bye, dolls.